In this video, you will learn how you can automatically create personalized offer letters and iCards or photo badges for your new employees. So guys, for this, you just have to create a form to collect the data of your employees. So here I have used Jotform application to create that form. You can use any other form builder as well. And as and when your employee is going to fill in the details and submit the form, the ID cards or the photo badges will be created automatically, and the offer letters will also be created automatically and will be delivered to them on their email inbox automatically. So guys, you can set up this automation very easily without any coding, and you just have to set up this automation only once. After that, it is going to run on its own. So let me show you how you can do that. To set up this automation, guys, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation tool, and this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect, you can see, and we have pasted this link in the description as well. From here you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. Okay, so you can just sign up right now, and after that you have to log in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect like this. And guys, here you have to click on this create workflow button to set up the automation workflow. So guys, here you can give a suitable name to this workflow as well. So I am giving the name here as auto create ID cards and offer letters. So after giving the name, just click on this create button and you can see your workflow page is getting ready here. And on this page, guys, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So with the help of these two things, you can set up any automation. So guys, here in the trigger, we are going to connect that application in which the trigger event is going to occur. So trigger event will be that event which is going to kickstart this workflow, and the action would be the consequence or the response towards the trigger. Okay, so guys, here we are going to connect Jotform application, because via Jotform we are receiving the details of employees via a form. So submission of the form will act as the trigger to this workflow, and after that the creation of the documents will be the actions. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly create the workflow first, then I'm going to explain the workflow, why I have used certain steps and how you can also set up that. Okay, so just be with me. I'm going to quickly search for Jotform here, and here it is asking for the trigger event. So new response will be the trigger event, and this is the webhook URL. With the help of this, we are going to make a connection with Jotform. So this is the form I have created for my employees. Here I'm clicking on settings. From here, click on this integrations option, and from here you have to search for this webhooks tab. Okay, and integration is already up and running here, so let me remove this integration and let's search for webhooks again. And here in the add webhook field, you have to paste this webhook URL. So just click on copy from here and paste the URL here. Then click on complete integration, and you can see the integration is now ready. Now click on finish, and here you can see it's showing waiting for the webhook response. So now we can perform a test submission. To perform a test submission, you need to open the form. Here is the forms link. Click on open in new tab, and here let me make a test submission. So I am filling the form on the behalf of any demo employee. So data of this form submission will act as the test data for us to set up the automation further. Okay, so these are some certain details I'm adding here. Okay. So these are the things I have asked from the employee: name, email address, position applied for, joining date, phone number, and the passport size photograph of the candidate. Okay, now I'm clicking on submit application, and you can see the form is submitted. And now let's check in our workflow if we got the data captured of this submission. And here we got the data, guys. So you can see here we got the data, and here in the data we got all the things that my employee has filled or I have filled. Okay, so this is our test data. Now with the help of this we can move forward here. And so guys, now let's say you want to save this data that you have received from the Jotform. So here I'm using a Google Sheet spreadsheet, and I want to save the details of my employees, new recruits here. Okay, so here you can see I want the employee name, position, email address, profile picture, reporting manager's name, and the start date. So we got these things: the employee name, we have the employee name, we have the position, we have the email address, we have the profile picture, and the start date or the joining date as well, but we do not have the reporting manager's name. This is we are going to fill by ourselves, and the employee ID also, which is we are going to assign to the employee. Okay, so to provide these things, I am going to use certain features here. So to provide the employee ID, to generate the employee ID, here I am using number formatter feature of Pabbly Connect. So with the help of number formatter, we are going to use an action event which is called spreadsheet formulas. Okay, so with the help of spreadsheet formulas, I am going to apply a formula by which we are going to generate some random string of integers. Okay, let me show you. Just click on connect here, and here it is asking for the formula. So you can check the formula list by clicking on this help text. Okay, and from here you have to search for a formula which is called rand between. So with the help of rand between formula, you can generate random numbers between two integers. Okay, so here you can see we have this rand between formula. Just copy this format or formula and paste it here. Okay, and here inside the brackets I am going to provide the numbers between which we want the formulas to be generated. Okay, so I have put the numbers like this, 1000 and 10,000. So click on save and send test request, and it will give you some random string of numbers like this between 1000 and 10,000. So this will act as the employee ID for us. Okay, now what another thing we want to place here in the spreadsheet is the reporting manager name. Okay, so to provide the reporting manager, let's say you have two reporting managers for two vacancies. So right now this person has applied for this position. You can see in the form response we have received this answer here, and it is showing the position as instructional designer. So let's say you have a reporting manager for this post, and for another post you have another manager. So for this value, for this instructional designer, I want to pass on the manager's name in my spreadsheet. Okay, for that what we are going to do, we just have to click here on this plus icon, and here guys I am going to search for lookup table module. So with the help of lookup table module, we can look up or search for any data you have received from the previous steps, and according to that value or data we can pass on some another value by creating labels. Let me show you how. So here we have selected lookup table option. In the action events, select lookup table only, then click on connect, and here it is asking for the lookup key. So here you have to place the value that you want to search in the previous steps. So I want to search for this position's name. Every time we receive the form submission, I want the position's name to be searched here in the lookup table module. So here I'm just going to click, and you can see it is showing the previous steps like this. So from the first step, map the position's name. Okay, and here it is asking for the fallback value. Let it be, I'll tell you what it is. And here it is asking, it is given us two things, label and the value. So here you can create a whole table guys, and you can search for this value inside that table, and according to that value you can pass on some another value afterwards in next steps. Let me show you. Let's create a label for instructional designer. So just type here instructional designer. Okay, and for this position, let's say there is a specific reporting manager whose name is let's say dummy manager. Okay, and let's say you have another positions as well. So I'm clicking here on this plus icon, and another label and value field will open up. And let's say you have another position of content writer. Okay, and the reporting manager for this position is, let's say dummy writer is the manager's name. Okay, so with the help of lookup key, you can look up for a certain value in this table, and according to that value in the result you will find another value. Okay, let me show you how. And in the fallback value, what is a fallback value? Fallback value means that when you cannot find any value inside this table, okay, according to the mapped data, there will be a default value will be passed on. Okay, so let's say you can provide a fallback value or you can leave it blank also. So I'm leaving it blank for now. Okay, and here you can see I'm clicking on save and send test request, and in the result label it will show me this label and value in the result. Okay, let me show you, because we have mapped instructional designer here. I'm clicking on save and send test request, and here you can see in the result table we got instructional designer and the result value is dummy manager. So when the data here is going to change according to the label, this value is also the value will be searched here in these two labels, and result will be here like this according to the mapped data. Okay, now guys, let's move forward, and here we got the data now, and let's send this data to the spreadsheet that we have created here inside Google Sheets application. And to get the data here, you just have to click here on this plus icon, and you have to connect Google Sheets here. So this is Google Sheets, and in the action event you have to select add new row option, then click on connect, and from here select add new connection option, then click on connect with Google Sheets, and from here you have to select that Google account by which you have created that spreadsheet, and you have to provide some additional access to your Google account. That is completely safe. Just click on continue from here, and you can see we are getting connected with our Google spreadsheet. Okay, so we are connected, and here it is asking for the spreadsheet's name. So when you click here, it will show you the list of all the spreadsheets you have. My spreadsheet's name is this, new recruits. So I'm going to select this spreadsheet from here, and the sheet name got auto selected because we have only one sheet here named as sheet 1. And now you can see it is asking for the employee ID, employee name, position, email address, and all these things. So these are nothing but the headers of the columns we have here inside my spreadsheet. You can see. Now to get the data here, we need to map the values of these headers inside the workflow. Okay, so let's map the data. For the employee ID, I am going to put ABC as any. You can generate the employee IDs according to your company's initials. I'm just putting ABC here, and after that, from the second step, from this number formatter step, I'm going to map this result label in which we got the string of integers. So ABC3260 will be the employee ID for the test employee that we have received. Okay, and here it is asking for the employee's name, so I'm going to map it from the trigger step. This is the employee's first name, and let me map the last name as well. Okay, now it is asking for the positions. You will find the position from the first step only. Email address also. Profile picture, yes, you will find from the trigger step. Okay, so here is the link. Just map it. Reporting manager's name. So to find this, just click here, and from this lookup table step, map the reporting manager's name from this result value like this. So this is how you can use lookup table. Okay, and for the start date, use the first step only. So this is the starting date. Let me map the full date here. Day, month, and year. Okay, now you can send this test data here in this spreadsheet. To check your connection with spreadsheets, just click on save and send test request and data will be sent. So this is the response we have received. Let's check in the spreadsheet if we got the data. And here you can see guys, we got the data received like this. Here you can see the employee ID is ABC3260, the employee name, the position, the email address, the profile picture, the reporting manager's name, and the start date. So all the things are received here. Okay. So now after saving the data, we want to auto create the iCard and the offer letters. For that guys, I have created templates. Okay, for the iCard I have created a template here in Google Slides application. So you can see in Google Slides guys, this is how a photo badge or the ID card will be created. Here in the employee name placeholder, the name of the employees will be placed, and in this employee ID placeholder, the employee ID will be placed, and in place of this image, the actual image of the employee will be placed. Okay, so you need to place these placeholders or variables here in double curly braces to get this data changed every time with every new iCard that is going to be generated with the help of workflow. Okay, right? And similarly, I have created a job offer letter template with the help of Google Docs application, which is here. So you can see in this offer letter template also, I have placed some placeholders or variable tags in double curly braces. And here you can see we have current date placeholder, employee name, company name, position name, start date, manager's name, and all the things. Okay, so these are the things which are going to be changed for every new employee, okay, who is filling the form. So you need to place these variable tags or placeholders correctly inside the template. Okay, now it is time to connect these templates here in the workflow to get the things automatically generated. So first of all, just click here on this plus icon, and from this action step I am going to search for Google Slides. Here is Google Slides. Okay, and in the action event guys, you can see we have this create presentation from template option. Select this, then click on connect. From here select add new connection, then click on connect with Google Slides, and from here you have to select the Google account by which you have created that template slide, then click on continue from here. Okay, and you can see we are now connected. And after getting connected, you have to select the template presentation's name. So the name of my template is iCard. Okay, so select the iCard name template from the list. Okay, and here it is asking for the title of the new presentation that you are going to create. So I'm going to give the title of that presentation on the employee ID. Okay, so you'll get the employee ID from this number formatter. Here are the last 4 digits of the employee ID. Just map it to create a presentation. And here it is asking for the presentation's location in your Google Drive. So here I have created a folder in my Google Drive. You can see here named as new recruits offers folder. So here the newly generated iCards and offer letters will be saved. Okay, so I'm going to select this folder from this list. You can see new recruit offers folder is here. Select this. Now it is asking for the employee name and the employee ID. So these are the placeholders I have here inside my template. Okay, and to get the data filled here in place of these things, you have to map the values here. Okay, so just map the employee name from the first step. This is the first name and this is the last name. Similarly, and for the employee ID, we are going to put ABC, and from this number formatter map this numbers. Okay, and click on save and send test request, and here you can see this presentation ID is generated. That means a new presentation out of the template is generated. But guys, here you can see it here it just asked for this employee name and the employee ID, but we didn't have attached the photo yet inside this ID card that we have received from the form. Now to place the photo also in the same presentation that got just created, we are going to use another action step. Okay, Just click here on this plus icon, and from here you have to select Google Slides again. Search for Google Slides one more time, and in the action event you can see we have two different options. We have first option here is to create a presentation from template. Then we have upload image in presentation option. So now we are going to use this upload image in presentation option to upload an image in the same presentation that we have just created. Okay, so just click on connect from here, and now you can use your saved connections. We have already connected with Google Slide, okay, by selecting add new connection option. So guys, if you want to connect with the same application again, you can use the save connections. Okay, so every connection that you make here inside the workflow is saved in your account. So if you want to make the connection again with the same application, just keep this existing connection option selected, and it will show you the list of all the saved connections you have. From here you can select any of your saved connections, and then after that you have to click on save and you will be connected again. Okay, so we are connected again. Here it is asking for the template presentation. So guys, here I am going to map this presentation ID created in the previous step, this ID. Okay, so in this presentation the employee ID and the employee name is filled, but we want to place the photo also. So I'm going to map this presentation ID here in this field. So for that, just toggle this map button to on, then erase this field. Okay, and from this previous steps, from this previous Google Slides step, map this presentation ID like this. Okay, and here it is asking for the image replace method. So we have two options, center crop or center inside. I am selecting center inside, it will look good. And here it is asking for the image's name, image's link actually. So you'll get the image link from the trigger step from the form. You can see this is the image link, the candidate passport label. Just map it here. Then click on save and send test request. And you can see another presentation ID is generated. That means the presentation is now ready, and you can check it in the Google Drive folder where you have saved the presentations. Okay, so this is my Drive folder, and here you can see a new slide is generated, and let me open this for you. And here you can see guys, in place of the name of the employee is placed. Here the employee ID is placed, and here the image of the employee is placed automatically. So this is how it is going to work guys. So here it is not showing the space. That's because I think I didn't give in the space here. Okay, so remember to put a space here like this, so this won't happen. Okay, so we are done generating the photo badge or the ID card. Now I want to generate the offer letter for the same employee, and for that just click here on this plus icon, and from this action step search for Google Docs applications. So I have selected Google Docs, and in the action event select create document from template option, then click on connect. From here select add new connection, then click on connect with Google Docs, and from here select the Google account by which you have created the document template, then provide the additional access. Just click on continue, and you will be connected with Google Docs application just like we are connecting. Okay, like this. And here it is asking for the template document's name. So this is my template document guys, named as job offer letter. So select the name from this given list. Here it is, job offer letter. Okay, and here it is asking for the new document's name. So you can give the document name as offer, and here I'm going to place the employee ID from the number formatter step. The last 4 digits of employee ID is here. Okay, and here it is asking for the document's location. So location will be the same Google Drive folder named as new recruit offers. I have selected it. Now it is asking for the current date, the employee name, the company, the position, and all the things. So guys, these are all the placeholders I have in my Google Slides template. You can see current date variable is here, employee name, company name, start date, position. Okay, so let's map the things to create a offer letter for this test employee. So for the current date, let's see if we have the current date here in this Jotform. Okay, so we do not have the current date. Okay, so we need to place the current date here. For that, we can use a feature of Pabbly Connect. So I'm going back in the workflow, and here you can see we have this plus icon. Just click here and let's add another step here. And from here, I'm going to search for date time formatter feature. Okay, and in the date time formatter, the action event, we have an action event list, and here you can see we have this current date option. So with the help of this current date, we can retrieve the current date. That means the date on which the form is submitted and the workflow is triggered. Okay, so click on connect, and here it is asking for the format of the date. So I'm going to use this regular format. Then click on save and send test request, and you will get the date like this. And I'm going to map this date here. Okay, so when I'm clicking here, you can see it is not showing the previous steps. That's because I have added another step after this step. So just click on, that means we need to refresh our connection with Google Docs here. Okay, so to refresh the connection, just click on connected one more time, and from here keep this existing connection option selected, and then click on save, and you will be connected again with Google Docs like this. Now scroll down and just click here, and now you can see it is showing us all the previous steps. And from this last step, map the current date. For the employee name, use the first step. Okay, now remember to give a space between the first name and the last name. And map the company. Okay, so my company name, I'm putting the company name manually here. Okay. For the position, use the first step. Here is the position. For the start date, use the first step. Here is the start date or the joining date. I'm mapping it full, month and year. Manager's name. So you'll get the manager's name from this lookup table where we have passed the values against the positions. Okay, this is the manager's name. Employee first name. Okay, let's map the first name again. Now we are done mapping all the data. Now you can click on save and send test request, and you will find a new document getting created and will be saved here in this new recruit offers. Let's see. I am clicking on save and send test request here. Alright, and here you can see this is the response we have received, and a document ID is generated. That means the document is generated. Let me show you in my drive. Here you can see, guys, the offer letter is here with this name, offer 3260. Let me open it. And here you can see, guys, in place of the placeholder of employee name, the employee name is placed. You can see here. And this is the company name, this is the manager's name, this is the starting date. Okay, so these are all the things, variables I have placed here, and in place of variables we got the data changed automatically. So this is how it is going to work, guys. So you can also do that. So we got the offer letters created, iCards created and saved here inside my Google Drive folder. Now it is time to share these documents with my employee. And to share these documents, we need to have some shareable links of these documents. Now to get the shareable links auto-generated, we are going to connect Google Drive here. Just click here. Here it is selected. Okay. And in the action event, you have to select an option which is share a file with anyone. So share a file with anyone option will give you some shareable links of the documents that you have created. So just click on connect here. And from here select add new connection, then click on connect with Google Drive. From here choose your Google account and provide some additional access. Just click on continue. Okay, so the authorization is successful and we are getting connected again. Okay, and here it is asking for the files ID that you want to share. So I want to share both of these files that I have created. First is my Google Doc. and second is this Google slide that I have created here in this step. So I'm going to map the file ID here of the first document, that is the offer letter. So just toggle this map button to on, then erase this field, and from this last step map the Google Docs ID. Okay, like this. Then after mapping the ID, just click on save and send test request. And here you can see this is the response we have received, and in this response we got these shareable links. So we got an HTML link, a PDF link, a EPUB plus zip link, another zip link. So these are the shareable links which we can use to share this file now with anyone. Okay. Similarly, I am going to click on this plus icon again, and I'm going to repeat this step. The same step I'm going to repeat it. And guys, to repeat any step, you have a shortcut also. What you can do here, you can just clone this step as well. For that, you can see we have this clone step option right here. Just click on clone step, then click on clone now, and the same step will be cloned. You can see now we got another Google Drive step with a share a file with anyone option. And here, let me just change this document ID. Now change this document ID and place the document ID of the Google slide presentation ID. Okay, because we want to share the presentation or the photo ID or the photo badge as well. Click on save and send test request one more time, and you will get the shareable links of the iCard also. So we got the shareable links of the iCard as well. Right, now it is time to share both of these things via email. For that, just click here on this plus icon and search for Gmail application to send an email. Okay, and the action event would be send email. Click on connect. From here, select add new connection, then click on connect with Gmail. From here, you have to select that Google account by which you want to send those emails. Then provide some access, just click on continue. And you can see the authorization is successful and we are connected. Here it is asking for the recipient's email address. So here you need to map the email ID of the employee, and you will get the employee's email ID from the first step. Here is the email ID. Okay. And here it is asking for the sender's name. So here you can put the name of the HR who is doing all these things. Here it is asking for the email subject. So I am giving the subject as offer letter and iCard. Okay, you can customize these things according to you. And here in the content type, I am selecting plain. In the email content, you can type the whole email that you want to send to your employees. So I am writing a standard email here. So guys, I have written this email, you can see, and here after dear, let me map the name of my employee from the first step. Okay. And here in the attachments, you can see it is asking for the file's name. So I'm going to map the file's name from the Google Drive step. From this Google Drive step, you can see we got a file name here. Just map it, then put a comma and put another file name of the document and the offer letter. Okay. And similarly, in the attachment, map the link, the shareable links from the Google Drive step. So I'm going to send the documents in form of PDF. So I'm mapping the PDF link. So this is the first document and this is the second document. Okay. So that's how you can map the data. And guys, let me show you how the email is going to look like. I'm going to click on save and send. Here to show you the demo, I'm going to place my email address here, and after that I'm going to click on save and send test request and show you how the demo is going to look like. So guys, this is my email inbox, and here let me click on save and send test request button. And this is the response we have received. Let's check in the inbox if we got a new email, and here I have received a new email, you can see, from an HR, and this is the subject offer letter and iCard, and here you can see this is the same email, and here we got the same documents attached in PDF format. Let me show you the documents as well. So this is the photo iCard, okay, and another document is the offer letter in PDF. So this is how it is going to work, guys. So we are done setting up the automation, and you have to set up this automation only once. After that, you don't have to do anything manually here. After that, it is going to run on its own whenever your employee is going to fill the form. And here you can see what is happening. Let me show you in a gist. Here, whenever your employee is going to fill the form in Jotform, these modules are going to work automatically, and automatically the data will be saved in the Google Sheets, and the presentation or the photo ID will be created automatically. Then the offer letter will be created, then the files links will be generated, and the email will be sent automatically like this. Okay, and this is a one-time process, and after that it is going to run automatically. And you can use this workflow also that I have created, because I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description, and you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.